I start every routine by zoning out. Not over here though, here I'm just pretending to zone out for the sake of the video. The very first stretch that I do is the seated forward fold. By the way, I just realized that all the stretches I do are seated only. Continuing the same stretch, but this time doing one single leg at a time. Also, the background and lighting may seem like I'm in Swarglok, but it's just the gym, which is what Swarglok feels like, I believe. This next stretch is a variation of the previous one, but with a wider stance. Around 6 months ago, while doing this stretch, I discovered that the pant I was wearing had a huge hole. I immediately stopped stretching, folded the mat, and smoothly left the gym. I sincerely hope no one noticed it. It was a huge one though. I can't believe I went through the whole workout without noticing it. Repeat the same thing on the other side. Forward bend towards the foot, side twist, bend backwards, and then side bend. This next one is one of my favorites, the butterfly forward fold. I hold all of my stretches for 2 lines of my favorite bhujan, which is about 15 to 20 seconds. Moving on to the seated side twists. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I can hear and feel the joints pop in this one. This is the single leg kneeling hip flexor stretch. Wow, what a long name. I just recently started doing this pose after discovering it on Pinterest. I don't know what it's called though. This is a half split. And then, I'm not sure what this next stretch is called, but I absolutely love it. It's the little joys in life. Repeat the same thing on the other side. And yes, I carried the extra mic just to record that popping sound. Reminds me of the chiropractor shots I love to watch. Next we have the lizard pose followed by a quad stretch. Then we have the pigeon pose with a back bend first and then a forward bend. This is also one of my favorite poses. I can just hide my face and lie down. You know what I'm saying? And then I do a variation of the pigeon pose called the king pigeon pose. The same routine on the other side, and yes, I use the stack of steppers as my tripod. It took me around 3 to 4 months to learn the forward splits, and one time I pulled my left hamstring while doing it. Doesn't change my love for the splits though. My hamstring took about 4 months to heal completely, thanks for asking. When I was little, my mom used to call me a frog because I would always be seated or even asleep in the frog pose. I still sleep like that only. These next 2 poses are for opening and stretching the shoulders. This is bhujangasana / cobra pose. I repeat this 5 times before doing my favorite pose of all time, the seed child's pose. I go into another dimension during this pose, and I remind myself that I'm at the gym and teleport back to reality. It's time to stretch the arms and shoulders. I don't perform all the stretches every day. It depends on the muscle groups I've trained on that day. The goal is to be as flexible as a cat. I already nap like one, so I might as well be flexible. A bendy human being. Shout out to @Meghana Naik 8153 for requesting this video.